We get started on you getting out of the tunnel in 3, 2, 1. Get started in getting out of the tunnel.
Get out of tunnel.
Get
Where
out
the
of
hell
that
am
tunnel.
I'm in a tunnel. Oh man, I should have watched the last recording or something, shouldn't I?
Been a while, hasn't it? What has it been? Weeks? It's been weeks. Michael had COVID.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Michael.
Could still taste and smell things okay, so that was one symptom I didn't get.
That didn't go at any point.
No, totally fine.
Yeah.
Except that I was like stuffed up.
Yeah. A byproduct of another symptom. You got any long things going on?
No, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping lots.
That's still going on. Yeah, that happened for me for a couple of weeks at least. It's a bummer.
So I need to push that rock all the way there.
Anyway, hi everyone. We're going to be doing a couple of things. We've had a couple of interesting suggestions on episode 49's comments. Thank you, Throwaway, especially for that, and thank you, Justin Looney, for giving us the warning, the sort of grounding warning on how difficult the Elite Four are going to be.
They'll be easy.
Well, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but Justin has, who I take his advice quite well. I believe them, and I think that we need to accept we are not going to beat them without probably another 20 episodes of grinding all our Pokemon up. So that, along with Throwaway's interesting comment telling us that we could think about finishing this off in a slightly different way. What is Furret doing? Oh, okay. Means that we've come up with a solution. It might not be perfect, but it's our solution, and that's all that matters, and I think we're both happy with it. The idea is the immediate, well, we'll go chronologically. The immediate thing that will happen is, because I got to the Elite Four first, and that's the no turning back stage, I have the privilege of being able to grind my Pokemon up and get a little bit higher and all that sort of thing. Michael, when he gets to the Elite Four, essentially gets out of the cave, he will be entitled then entitled then to be able to go and buy potions and TMs and changes Pokemon and all that kind of thing, but no more like going back into the cave and grinding or going anywhere else and getting his Pokemon up. So that's my privilege for winning that portion of the speed race, I guess. The next thing is we will both enter at the same time into the Elite Four battle. Without any chance of going any further. We know we're going to lose, pretty much. On the off chance one of us wins, that timer that I've spent so long trying to implement at the bottom of your screen will actually be relevant. And it means that, you know, if someone loses or if someone comes second in killing the Elite Four, then you know, we know what the time is, the speedrun time. However, that's pretty much all it's ever going to be used for. The main deciding factor will be who gets furthest through the Elite Four by this stage. It's not true speedrun, it's not Nuzlocke. This thing has evolved in the 51 episodes since we started, but I quite like that as a solution. So we will be
it's still
both
Nuzlocke,
fighting.
isn't it?
Oh, yes, yeah. It is still Nuzlocke, and we'll both be doing it at the same time, so we get to see what each other are talking about, rather than me doing it, then failing, and then waiting 2 hours for you to get out of the cave and start fighting and going through all that. Keeps it concurrent, keeps it fair. We're not really going to be factoring in the fact that I got there first, but we can have that as a sort of mini achievement that I managed to get to the Elite Four first. Yay, yippee, good for me.
Good for you.
And people can make of that what they will. And yeah, that's our solution. Take it or leave it. But you have to take it because that's what we're doing. Until we decide to do something different. You could stop watching immediately.
Just go and watch PewDiePie.
I've invested. Yeah, they've invested what 45 hours into this series, and at this stage, they hear how we're going to deal with the end and go, "No, I don't. That's not for me." Yeah, I don't like it. So that's what's going to happen, and it's exciting because who knows when Michael's going to get out of the cave? Could be any time.
Yeah, well, I've just found 2 trainers that I haven't fought yet.
Ah, okay. Of course, this doesn't completely get rid of the Michael could just train up for hours to be able to beat the Elite Four, because you could now just I couldn't quite get out of the cave. Oh dear.
But that would be the same for you, right? You'll get the extra time as well.
That's true. True.
You'll be able to use it more efficiently than me just dragging my way through this with all my Pokemon on low PP again.
Yeah. I don't know how I got through this cave so quickly. I think I must have just lucked my way into finding the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, and out.
I've got a Wailord that keeps going to sleep.
Oh, one you're fighting against.
Yeah.
Yeah. And resting. Each time it goes to sleep.
Yeah, it keeps resting. And it keeps waking up and then using rest again. Yeah. And if my Meganium still had grass moves, I could get somewhere with it.
I think I remember that Wailord. Wailord.
I really hate this Wailord. Wailord. That's how you pronounce it if you didn't get the pun.
Wailord. Yeah.
Okay, I killed the Wailord.
Rats.
Thanks. I have an off-topic question for you.
Ah, love it.
Very important discussion. Tell me about omelettes.
Omelettes, okay.
Do you like an omelette? Do you make omelettes?
I don't tend to make them, but I have no reason to like them, really. I tend not to use them very often.
Yeah.
Simply because English is my first language. We don't tend to use many omelettes in English. That said, Pokemon has an acute accent over the E, so I dabble in things similar to omelettes, but not quite omelettes.
I know you're a fan of metal music. A lot of omelettes involved there, I understand.
I'd imagine so. Not in what I listen to.
Different kind of metal.
Yeah. Motorhead, for example.
Yes. I like Motorhead.
Anyway, vast hilarity aside, I haven't made an omelette in a long, long time. When did I last make an omelette? Oh, and we didn't eat eggs for quite a long time. We've only just started eating them again recently because
That's
they're
it.
brilliant.
I don't eat a lot of eggs.
They are excellent, easy sources of protein, which is something now I'm doing a lot more running and also losing weight at the same time. I'm trying to stay vaguely vegan. It becomes a bit more difficult, but it's not that bad. So chuck a couple of eggs in every now and again. Go for free range. It's not going to be the end of the world. I'm not eating a steak every day.
We're talking about reduction rather than
as always,
elimination, aren't we?
People who have watched this channel for a while will know I'm highly on the reduction over elimination side of things.
Yep.
Anyway, so I liked omelettes back at uni. I used to make 6-egg omelettes because I thought you need to fill the pan.
Amazing. How would you do that? Talk me through this is what I want. I want your recipe.
All right, my out of my head recipe would be I would get the things that need to be sort of fried up first. So if you've got any vegetables like red onions, I'd probably go for, or just onions, and perhaps some peppers, garlic, that kind of thing. I would do those in the pan first. Cook them relatively well in a frying pan, medium frying pan. Cook them down a little bit until they're the right kind of texture, maybe a little under texture. Then I would take me eggs and some milk, or indeed plant milk, and some possibly seasonings like smoked paprika, salt and pepper, those kind of things. Whisk it all up, or use a fork to do it all up in a jug. So they're all scrambled and ready to go as a liquid. Then you pour it all into the pan, making sure it surrounds all the lovely bits and pieces you've got. Cook it.
So you've already fried the vegetables and stuff?
And bacon if you want to do bacon, or fake bacon or whatever. Yeah. Then you just cook it from there, I guess. And that's kind of it.
Are you mixing it up at all, or you just leave it to set?
I leave it to set, and keep on sort of, because you always end up with all the shit on top. I'm gesticulating here. I really don't need to be gesticulating. I can carry on playing while I talk.
And what's the shit on top? The uncooked egg?
Yeah, the uncooked egg. So what I will tend to do is cover the pan, just to keep that going. You know, get that uncooked egg cooked quicker. But at the same time, I'll once it's got a cooked base, I'll sort of lift one edge up and swirl the pan around to let lots of that uncooked go underneath.
Got it.
And there's not much more to it than that, really. Then I'll have sauces or any extra bits that I didn't want to cook in the pan on top. And Bob's your uncle.
Cool, okay.
That's probably how I would do an omelette these days, and certainly how I used to do them. Last time I did one was over 5 years ago, I'd say.
Yeah, okay.
Such a long time ago. Maybe the world of omelette making has changed. Maybe TikTok has changed everything I knew about omelettes.
Yeah, let me tell you about the new omelette craze. No, so my status with omelettes was very much the same as yours.
Oh, you're going to blow my mind here, man.
Well, I don't know. Maybe this is going to be wholly unsurprising to you. So yeah, I guess we we grew up in the same house, eating the same kind of omelettes. Yeah, you're putting the stuff, like lots of extra bits and pieces, like yummy vegetables and flavourful stuff in with the omelette, cooking it fairly slowly, letting it set gently. It's taking a while. I'd do roughly what you said there. I'd probably grate some cheese on the top.
Cheese,
and
yes.
to get it to set on top, I'd usually put it under the grill for 2 or 3 minutes. And I never particularly liked omelettes all that much, but I'd do one now and then. Recent years, like you, I haven't really eaten omelettes. Yep.
So just before you go on from that, because it feels like you're coming to a thing that you've learned recently and it's changed your mind on things, can I hazard a guess as to what that might be?
Yes, I bet you will guess.
And all the hate in the comments that I'm going to be getting as well, describing what an omelette definitely is.
Yeah.
Okay, I reckon it's going to be, I have been making a, frittata or Spanish omelette or whatever it's called, rather than a true omelette, and you need to do the egg omelette bit itself and do all the other stuff, and it's a topping. Is that not right?
That's not what I was going to say.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, a lot of these words, like what is omelette, what is lasagna, what is
you don't put
bolognese,
cream in your carbonara,
these kind of things.
do you?
Yeah, you never ever put cream in your carbonara.
Yeah, but my Spanish village, or rather Italian village that I live in, they do it, and that's the only way you do it. If you're not putting cream in your omelette, then you're making a bunch of Spaniards and Italians very sad.
And mine is the true carbonara, in which we would never even dream of putting black pepper, which is a completely different thing that I'd never even think of.
You don't even take the ingredients out of their boxes. You just mush it all on a plate with the cardboard and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, no, it's not that you were going to say. Carry on.
No, well, I was going to say something adjacent to that, which is I recently learned what other types of omelettes there are. And yes, there are certainly people who are all, this isn't an omelette, this is a whatever. And I've done frittata before. My understanding is frittata is like you're usually baking it in the oven, but it's basically what you've described. And that Spanish omelette is also very much what you described. And I think in Spain they call that tortilla.
Yes, tortilla. I was about to say that's
which is bizarrely different from Mexican tortilla.
It's pronounced tortilla.
Oh, sorry, tortilla. I'm going to get in trouble making fun of Americans in a minute.
They can handle it.
Yeah. Oh, critical hit. That hurt. And that put Rapidash on red health, but red is okay. It's not dead.
Red
Oh,
not dead.
I hate that. Sunflower, so I'm not changing it, but I am going to put a potion in straight away. That's good. In fact, that's almost exactly 100, so I can use my Moo milk.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I was in France not very long ago.
I'm sorry.
And in France, I know, it's terrible. In France, they have a very clear idea of what an omelette is. And there are a couple of different ways of doing an omelette, and some people have one way that they prefer, and some people have another way that they prefer. But in all cases, it was dramatically different from the kind of omelettes that you and I make.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's interesting, isn't it? So, yeah, firstly, it's like, I think as you were saying, it's just the egg with like salt and pepper and maybe herbs like chives in there.
Yeah.
And they cook the whole thing in like a minute and a half. It's ridiculous. They turn the heat right up. Usually using like a gas hob. But in any case, got it really, really hot. Then they're chucking butter in. As soon as the butter's melted or almost melted, in with the eggs, and then they're immediately like scrambling it up because it'll set really, really quickly on that high heat. So they're scrambling it up like crazy for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then gets enough that it is starting to set. Then they leave it and basically immediately start rolling it up. They kind of put one half over, the left half over, and then the right half over, and do this little thing where they kind of turn it over in the pan and then like serve it up straight away, so that the outside is not even brown. It's like still very pale yellow, and the inside is not completely cooked, so it's kind of creamy and soft in the middle. It's almost a little runny, where it's just so quickly and just barely cooked.
Yeah.
And then they're like, that's an omelette. It takes 2 minutes to make. And they have other things with the omelette. And I thought, isn't that interesting that this is totally different? Is this better? I don't know. Will I like that? Is it going to taste roughly similar? So I watched like 5 YouTube videos yesterday, and I made a couple of omelettes for dinner. One of them doing it like the French country omelette style, and one doing it what's called the classic French style. And they were interesting, and they were very different. I think I didn't really like them, just as I think basically just don't really like omelettes, which is what all this comes down to. But I wondered if you've ever had an omelette like that.
I think I have, yes. That feels familiar. I think maybe slightly more cooked than what you describe. But yeah, certainly I've had things that I've gone, oh, that's not a tortilla, essentially.
Yeah.
And do I remember enjoying them? Probably, yes. I mean, it doesn't sound massively far off how the Japanese do something called omurice, which is a thing you've probably seen in anime quite a bit, where they have this. It's over some rice, I think. I've got to try and remember this. Yeah. It's just this really delicately beautiful, just cooked omelette kind of thing that is silky smooth and not very coloured. So I think, probably what you're talking about there, but it's presented in an interesting way with rice and stuff, and you have ketchup on it. Very delicious, but yeah, I wonder if that actually is similar. Sounds
interesting. It's sounding related. I made tamagoyaki.
Tamagoyaki.
Yeah, this is the thing they have with sushi a lot. That's kind of sweet omelette.
Yes. The big yellow squares that you have on top of the rice.
Exactly. Yeah. I did that just once. And that was a really interesting technique. You have to kind of keep rolling it up. It was quite weird, but really nice and a lot easier to do than it looked.
Yeah, no, well, I've never tried it that way. I might do that. It sounds quite fun, and I do like, as I say, I do like eggs. I think they're worth eating. Scarlett's not a big omelette.
Yeah, it's not
fan.
something I'd make a habit of, and even doing that, I didn't love it all that much. It was still kind of like, oh, this is an omelette. It kind of needs something to cut through it, and it's a bit sickening. I don't mean sickening, I mean sickly.
Right. Oh, interesting.
But sort of all right.
I think any omelette worth its status or worth having. It lives or dies by its toppings, essentially.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like an omelette is a base.
Yeah.
And you want something with it.
Yeah, you could say, oh, I don't really like toast that much, and all you've ever had is dry toast.
Okay, yeah.
But there's also still, well, you can still not like toast that much if you've eaten toast with things on and you don't like the toast portion that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, omelettes absolutely need a lot of stuff going with them. However, to cook them in different ways that you're suggesting and finding different textures and styles and things could change my mind on that, I suppose. And do you know what the most amazing thing about omelettes is?
What?
The fact that we've got about, over 15 minutes of constant conversation.
Yep.
And
an
episode title.
Talking about fried eggs. Oh, an episode title, perfect.
Oh, it's got to be omelette, right? Then all the nerds will be going, omelette. What could that possibly mean? Is that a move or is that? Oh, what could he be referring to? Oh, really?
I'm out. I'm done.
Shit.
Yes.
Okay, I've got one more Pokemon to kill. Then I've got to stop as soon as you get into the room with the Elite Four.
So there's some bullshit maze I'm walking through, and yeah, so this is the building where the HQ is, and I'm here.
Okay.
And I'm healing up my Pokemon.
I'm coming out. No more grinding for me. Oh,
right, so we're stopping grinding. We're just going to stock up and go in.
Yeah, I don't think we specifically mentioned. We didn't specifically specify when I would have to stop. But yeah, it makes sense that as soon as you get to the building and the ability to go into that room, we stop. Yeah, so now we can heal up, change our Pokemon, change the moves they have, change what they're holding, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And that's about it. So let's see. Right, I've got to do some looky in, haven't I, into what my Pokemon have.
And we can go off and buy TMs and stuff.
We can go off and buy TMs. You can fly all around the world. Just no more fighting.
Okay. Sounds good.
And if you accidentally come into a fight, it's fine. Like I'll just get to do another one. Doesn't matter.
So I'm going to sell all of my bullshit. Don't need an upgrade. I could probably get quite a lot of money from this. Don't need escape ropes. Don't need soul dew.
I do, because I have a Latias.
Don't need water stone. Don't need either of my metal powders.
Garmary's not holding anything. Right, yeah, I need to go through my items here. We've got the rest of this episode to do items, I think.
Fine.
Oh shit, next episode is going to be fighting the Elite Four, Michael.
Yeah.
It's all over, man. Okay. How do I see what each Pokemon's thing is? I know what you have, I know what you have. What is your item? I have to take it to be able to see what it does.
I'm selling a lot of this stuff for like 5 yen each, but I figure it's worth it.
Ooh, do I use that? Interesting. Got a focus band where the holding Pokemon may endure an attack, leaving just 1 health. Which is just a one-use thing, but I don't know. Could it be useful?
B.
I'm fucking... Can I... Gardevoir, okay.
Yeah, to look at your Pokemon and think, are there any here that I basically always just use the same move with?
Yeah. Oh, what? To give that item where you can only use the same thing over and over again?
Yeah.
Choice band. Could be.
So I can definitely fly back here now, can't I?
I'm only ever going to use Psychic, right? No, I'm not. Yeah, you can. You should be able to fly back there. Otherwise, oh dear.
Gonna save just to make sure.
Yeah. Melodic. Your item. Okay. Gardevoir. What are you gonna have? You're gonna have item. Go from the bottom back. Boost critical hit ratio. Voice band. Special defense stat seems to fit quite well because he's awesome at special defense already, so raising it even higher. If it's raising by a percentage, that could be quite good. Ice type move. Welcome back, my lovely. We're recording Pokemon. Good. Just be interrupting. I don't mean that. It just popped into my head as a toxic thing to say, and I had to say it just to get the funny out there.
It's just banter.
Just banter, isn't it? Didn't mean anything by it. Okay.
So no revives. Just say that explicitly.
You can buy as many revives as you like, Michael. There's nothing against buying revives.
Okay. Well, I've already sold all my revives.
All right. I think I'm going to have to give... Yeah, I think scope lens makes sense. Shouldn't have taken it off her. Right, Meganium. You have a couple of different moves. Razor Leaf is pretty much all I want to use, but it's not the only thing. Right, Skarmory. No. I'm struggling with items here. Nothing's dead easy. I've changed what I want to give Gardevoir as well. Yeah, deep scale. Higher special defense on Gardevoir, so that's going to be through the roof now. Yeah, fine. Meganium is my strongest, so boosting its critical hits probably quite good. Does that stack with things like Razor Leaf that have a high crit ratio already?
I think so.
I'm going to assume it does. Sorry, Dinner, if it doesn't. There you go, there's a mention. You were begging for a mention. Every time we talk.
Okay, Winnie the 2 is level 30. So Winnie the 2
King's Rock
is getting status moves on the basis that it might get one in and set up something for another Pokemon. Yuri swipes his bollocks.
There we go. That's that saved. Now, TM case. What do we have? What do we want to teach? I want to go to the Move Unlearner, which I think is in Fuchsia City. I don't need any HMs now.
Cool.
Apart from Fly, because I need to get back here.
Milk drink. Who's going to learn milk drink? That would be extremely useful.
I think you're going to kick my ass here, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
With my level 30 Ursa ring.
Yeah, but you've got good knowledge of the game. I think you're really. Oh, I found him immediately. I think you've got some good experience in the game that will get you where you need to get. Whereas even though I do have that, I'm not great at doing any of it.
Okay. We'll find out.
Don't need HMs for getting through the Elite Four, do we? There's no bits where we have to like cut our way through the fucking room or anything.
That's right.
Good. Because otherwise
from what I remember.
Otherwise I call it a mistrial.
Yeah.
Oh, I just did Articuno.
Yeah, Articuno's going to be drinking milk.
Very nice. Good for Articuno.
Weird for a bird, but... You know. Do you remember that one weird bit in the Muppet Show about drinking milk? I was watching the Muppet Show recently, and it was like one of these weird jokes that I just throw in just to be a bit funny and odd. Kermit's just backstage in his bit where he hangs out and people come up to him and like talk to him about the next number. And he's drinking a glass of milk out of a straw, and he just has a little sip. And then he looks straight down the lens and says, "Think about this, friends." Oh. And then he just starts, and then it's like the rest of the little bit starts.
That's weird.
I think it's just meant you to think, like, frogs shouldn't drink milk, should they?
Think about this,
to provoke
friends.
some kind of thought.
Yeah, strange. Well, I have no idea why he would have been saying that, but there you go.
Yeah.
Right, magical leaf cannot be evaded.
Someone's learning stun spore.
Do I keep Razor Leaf because it's got a high crit ratio, or do I replace it with Magical Leaf that never misses, but is slightly more powerful, but doesn't have a high crit ratio and has lower PP? I want to keep Poison Powder. I want to keep Body Slam. I've already given Meganium the Scope Lens, so his crit ratio is higher. I think we could possibly do that. Bye-bye Razor Leaf. But then the accuracy is 95, like it's never going to miss. Yep. Do not teach. Solar Beam. That could be used. And a few different people can learn that. That's interesting. This is what I've done every single time I've gone into my TM case this whole run so far. I look at them and I go, well, that could work, but also it might not work.
Yeah.
I just have no idea what to use. But Thunder's really good, but it's not very accurate. Do I have any water moves? Yes, I have. Oh, I might teach Thunder to Articuno? No. Oh, no one can learn it. Fine.
Can't use Rock Tomb. Mega Punch is shit.
I need to use Recover because I'm going to have potions. Rock Tomb, yeah. And nothing's sort of amazing here.
I'm changing a lot around quite late on here.
Are you?
But I think Gengar just doesn't want Mudshot. Gengar's attack is so rubbish.
That's true.
His special attack is high, so I'm going to give him whatever this thing's called, Metal Sound, to reduce special defense.
Nice.
We'll see if that's any good. Ooh, Solar Beam.
Yeah, I just taught that to Skarmory.
Oh, now Solar Beam. Do you have Sunny Day on anything?
Yes.
Because Solar Beam...
Well, I've got a TM.
It's a 2-turn move, Solar Beam.
Yes.
So you charge it up and then you use it.
Yes.
If it's sunny, it just goes straight away.
Interesting.
In 1 turn.
That's really good to know. But I can't teach Sunny Day to any of my Pokemon, so bugger.
Okay. Well, one of mine does have Sunny Day. I'm teaching Solar Beam to Rapidash, I think.
Yeah, that's why I did it to Skarmory, just to get different types in.
I think rather than... I've got Pursuit, which is dark. I don't actually have any other dark moves, so maybe that's good. Stomp is quite strong. Psybeam can confuse, which is useful. And Psychic can be good against fighting types. No, I don't think it wants to learn Solar Beam. So the question is, do I teach Solar Beam to Meganium, who already has some good moves?
Oh. Right, Articuno needs a new move. Everyone else is fine. I'll keep Surf as well, because that's a good water. Although, actually, you know what? I'm going to go to the TM Selly place.
Yep.
Celadon? I think it's Celadon.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'm going to be going there as well, but just for other items. I think I've got all the TMs I'm going to want. Psybeam. Do I want Psybeam on here? What is Rapidash's special attack like? Not terrible. So maybe Psybeam is worth having. It can confuse as well, so if a fighting Pokemon comes in, I've got flying I can use against it. That's good. Other than that, I don't really have much. Oh, it's tricky. I like the idea of that combo, though. If I can get Winnie the 2 to use... Oh, that's only going to happen once, though, because it's just going to get killed. It's level 30. I can't build my whole strategy around Winnie the 2.
You could.
Using Sunny Day. Especially because Kyogre's going to make it rain. No, it's a nice idea, but I'm not building a set around that. Sorry, Solar Beam. Destiny Bond. Now is the time that I might teach something Destiny Bond, right?
Well, I don't know. I suppose it would secure you an extra spot, wouldn't it? Like you would have killed an extra Pokemon.
Yeah. Only Gengar and Rapidash that can use it, but Gengar only has shit moves at the moment anyway. Gengar has Surf, Metal Sound, Confuse Ray. These are all good. And it also has Shadow Ball, which even has Stab, but it's just so shit because Gengar's special attack is so shit. Do I just give it no stab moves? I think I might. If I'm up against a Psychic Pokemon, I don't have a lot of other stuff. Nah, I'm not using Destiny Bond.
Cool.
Oh, no. Yes. Secret Power. It's exciting, but I don't think I'll use it.
Yeah.
Reflect to cut damage from
Keep
physical
hold of that.
attacks. Nah.
Bye-bye XP share. Feels weird to be selling that. Can you swap items in and out during combat?
No. Held items, no.
Okay. But I can do it after fight.
Seismic toss on Kyogre. Because Kyogre's not very powerful, but it does damage based on the opponent's level. I don't have any fighting moves at the moment. Do I want Gengar to use it? No. Nor Meganium. No, we're not using Reversal.
Yeah, I don't have any fighting TMs or moves, it's a shame. I've got very little in the way of diversity in my group.
Yeah.
There is Rock Smash, but that's not very good.
Oh, Kyogre can't learn Surf, damn it.
Ah. That's weird.
I think I've done all I can do with TMs.
Ooh.
Let's go to Celadon. I'm quite excited about all this.
Right, okay, I've taught my TMs. It's time to buy all the shit that you need to survive. Because I can get all of the hyper potions and stuff from the person who is... Sorry, the seller in the Elite Four area, Victory Road, Indigo Potter.
Hardly. They've got only like the best ones and therefore the most expensive ones. So they don't sell hyper potions; they sell max potions,
right?
For example.
Well, that's fine. Do I want max potions? Actually, I'll probably be all right with hyper.
Exactly. Most of the time, well, it's good to have a few of each, but most of the time you'll get away with. Most of the time you won't need 200 HP or more.
No.
I'm going to make sure I've got a few super potions as well.
Ha! Right. How many HP ups and proteins and irons and calciums and zincs and carbos are you going to get?
I'm not going to buy any. I don't have enough money left.
Yeah, they're quite expensive. I could buy nearly 9.
Just about used all my money here. I go up to the roof and get like cola or whatever, because that's
Where I've gone.
yeah.
I remember what it restores.
I think that does 80 HP or something, which is
Lemonade? Oh, you've got to buy them one at a time.
that's okay. I'm nearly out of money anyway.
Lemonade is 80. Yeah. Oops.
80, yeah, 50, 60, 80. So I'm going to get a couple more lemonades if I can. Yeah, I've got a bit of money left.
I've got 80 grand to
the rest of my
spend.
money. I've got 800 yen.
Right, I'll run down. Right, where am I going to get hyper potions? Hypert potions. Probably in
Okay,
one
I'm out
of the
of money.
later stores.
Go on, I'll give the stupid little girl a fresh water, see what she does. No, thank you, I'm not thirsty after all. What about soda pop?
Fickle little cow.
Okay, do you want lemonade? Oh no, she just doesn't want anything. Oh well,
Maybe you've already done it.
must have done.
Right.
Oh.
I think we'll go for 41 hyper potions. We'll
Is this
go
total?
For... Yep. No, that's what I'm buying. So total, I've got 70.
I got 50.
Full heals, I'm going to have 56 of.
I've got 15.
And I've still got a load of money. I guess just carry on with the full heals are quite good. No, 56 is silly. I'll keep going with... I'll just spend the rest on hyper potions. There we go. 3 yen left. It is done. I could probably sell some of these TMs, but I can't be bothered. I think I've got enough. Right, let's fly.
Nice.
To Indigo Plateau. Sort my Pokemon's order out, and then... Oh boy. Be time to go. Because I don't have any max potions. Maybe I should have thought about that.
Don't think I'm using the choice band.
No.
No, I've done quite a bit to try and make sure they have a range of different options.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of choice band, but I know it's not going to work. Because I'm going to do it and then just go, nope, that's not good.
Well, you can switch them out and put them back in. They're okay, but
yeah, I suppose.
Still not ideal. So I think my last 2 Pokemon are getting berries.
Wow.
I can figure out 2 berries that aren't shit.
Well, there we go. That's another 40 grand made. Max potions. Full restores. Ah, that would be nice. 13 full restores. Done. And then I've got 2 more full heals, and that's me done. Good. I'm ready to go.
Wow. I'm just about there. I'm
about to save it.
Changing my items around a bit.
I should change the order of my Pokemon, shouldn't I?
Oh, yeah,
or should I? How do I know? Lattice up front's probably quite good. Right. I'm standing in the entrance. Oh, yeah, just before the door, ready to go in.
Okay. I'm just sorting out my items, because I can't remember what King's Rock does.
Oh.
May cause the foe to flinch upon taking damage. Okay. We'll give that to another one, I think. We'll give that to Winnie the Two. And then we had a good berry there, which was raising special defense in a pinch. Or curing poison, that's kind of nice. Let's go for the special defense one. Apricot berry.
Good for you.
Right, that's all of those. Now I'll change their order. And I think we'll have... Do we have first? Kyogre first. Because why not? And I'm going to fly up to the Elite Four. And then, what? End the episode and...
We'll end the episode. Have you got a bit more time to carry on playing now, or should we...
I have.
Okay, me too. So we'll arbitrarily put a cut in there. A 49-minute episode.
I'm just landing in Indigo Plateau. So I guess I'll heal up and I'll stand outside the door.
Yeah. I'm in the middle space facing towards the inside of the door.
Excellent. Here I go.
Oh gosh.
Right, I'm saving.
Yep.
Pokedex 40, time 27 hours. Michael saved the game.